I just grabbed my camera because I have a book package. And that's what I want to film. So I'm gonna grab the books off the porch. Oh, it's heavy. I've secured the books. Or should we open these up? I'm so excited. These got here 2 days before I thought they would. Should I do my usual spot? My neighbor just came home. I don't want him to see me. Ooh. Let's do it in here. Let's see how the lighting is. Is that gonna work? That'll work. Okay. Please hold. All right, I got my camera set up. I've got my phone filming over here for some footage of me opening. I'm like breathing heavily. I got 8. There's 8 books in this package. This came in 2 days early. I'm about to go pick up my oldest 2 from co-op, so I'm on a timeline. I'm gonna try to unbox this. Let's start this thing. If you're new here, I'm Paris. This is my YouTube channel, Paris May Reads, where I read and review books from a biblical worldview and explain the content in books so that you can have discernment when picking your next read. I'm currently on an Agatha Christie reading journey. I'm reading her Hercule Poirot series in order. I already have one video up where I rank the first 5 books I've read. I'm currently on book 9. I'm about to start The Murder on the Orient Express. I'm planning to vlog that. In the meantime, I was looking for book 10 because I'll be reading that next and I don't have a physical copy. So I was on Pango looking for book 10 and I found a seller that had it, and then they had a ton of other Agatha Christie books. So I literally just bought every single Agatha Christie book that they had that I don't own. So... And it was all the same seller, so I had to pay shipping once. They all came in one package. I'm so excited to open this, and we can see what books that I have coming up for Hercule Poirot. I realized when I sat down to film my first Hercule Poirot video where I ranked books 1 through 5 that I did not have the very first book, The Mysterious Affair at Styles, and I love this cover. I actually saw this book at Half Price Books before, and I almost got it, but it was like creased. Like they had folded the cover in half and it had a crease all the way down the middle of it. I almost bought it. They still wanted like $8 for it. I got this. I think all of these, I'll tally up the total later, but I think all of it came out to like $5 a book. So you cannot get this high quality with these covers at Half Price Books for $5. I know, because I just bought some and they were in the 8 to 10 range. So this was a great find. I am so pumped for this haul. So this is the first book. I didn't have this. And then I already own books 2 through 9. And then book 10, which is what I'm going to be reading after Murder on the Orient Express, is 3-Act Tragedy. So the seller had this one. And this is what spurred on this whole haul. Because if you have not shopped Pango Books, they just recently updated their app and like overhauled their whole site. If you put a book in your cart, then it shows you other books that seller has available. So I was scrolling through and saw they had more Agatha Christie. So then you can go to the seller's profile and search just within their profile title or author. So I just searched Agatha Christie, and the seller had probably like 12 to 15 Agatha Christie books. The other ones that they had were either mass market, and I can thrift those for like $2, or they were titles already owned. So this is book 10. After I finish this, I'll have my second rankings video up, and that'll be books 6 through 10. So the next 5 books in the Pro series. Very excited for that. And then after this book, let's see, is Death in the Clouds, which I got. And then the ABC Murders, which I already have. I actually read that last year for book club. I haven't decided if I'm going to reread that one or not because it is very fresh in my mind and I remember what happens. It would be a good exercise for my brain to see if I can pick up on the clues that she leaves, because Hercule Poirot always holds so much back from the reader. So it's hard to truly figure out the ending. So it would be a good mental exercise for me to try and figure it out. Then after that is Murder in Mesopotamia. I already own that title as well. And then next is Cards on the Table. So got that one. And then after Cards on the Table is Murder in the Muse. This is another collection of short stories. It says 4 cases of Hercule Poirot. So that's exciting. I've been really overwhelmed by how many short stories that she has and trying to find them all and read them all. After Murder on the Muse is Dumb Witness, and oh my gosh, I thought that was a goat. I've thought this was a goat. It's not, it's a dog. Because I was like, why is there a goat chasing a ball? I thought it was the most random cover. No, it's a dog. Okay, One, that makes me feel dumb. Two, dumb witness, that's super on brand. And two, that makes me feel better about the cover design. So I was like, that is so random. After Dumb Witness is Death on the Nile. I already own that title. I got that one from Half Price Books. Then Appointment with Death, which I don't have. Then Hercule Poirot's Christmas, which I do have and recently read. And then Sad Cypress, which I also already have. And then all the rest I do not have. Now I basically own the first half of the Hercule Poirot series. I did get the Hollow. This one sits around the middle of the second half, so maybe like 3/4 of the way through the entire series. So I did go ahead and get this one because they had it. And again, these were cheaper priced than I could get at Half Price Books. And then I also got Midwinter Murders. These are a collection of short stories that are all set in the winter time. And it has Poirot, Miss Marple, and I think maybe some one-off short stories maybe. I actually saw this at Barnes & Noble but right before Christmas this year and almost got it. And I'm really glad I didn't because this retails for $16.99. And again, I got it for around $5. All of these are in basically brand new condition. This is the worst one and it has a teeny tiny fold right there. And like, that is not a big deal to me. So that's my haul. Look at that. Like I'm literally not gonna have, oh shoot, my neighbor. We live in a cul-de-sac. And so anytime someone's in the front yard, like you can see in the front windows that I'm in the front room right now. And in the back, so it's like our cul-de-sac where we are. And then there's a U-shaped street behind us. So out the back door, we have a ton of neighbors that you can see, which honestly, I thought it was gonna really bug me, but I feel very safe here. Everyone either works from home or is retired and are home. So like everyone's home, which makes me feel very safe because if I ever needed something in an emergency, I have like 15 houses to pick from. They can either see what's happening or I can go knock on doors. And I know every single neighbor in our cul-de-sac. It's just been like, this move has been really great. Really great neighbors, really been blessed. But anyway, they can see in my windows when I film. So that's the only thing. And I have to have the windows open for good natural lighting. Should we do some ASMR? I don't have fake nails on to get the good clackety clack. Oh, so cringe. Here's my haul. Again, 8 books, Hercule Poirot. I own now the first half of the series. So exciting. This feels really, really excessive now. Is this excessive? This was like $40 for 8 books, okay? It's not excessive at all. I would love for you to join me on this Hercule Poirot reading journey. If you haven't checked out my very first book ranking video where I rank the first 5 books that I have read, you can check that out here. Again, I'm on book 9, so I'm excited to see how the rankings stack up for the next 5 books. I'll be reviewing 6 or 10 next. And if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. You can click on my picture right here to do that. Until next time, I hope all of your books are 5 stars.